Moto 360 is reportedly making a return in 2025, and the design stays true to its roots, with a round case and the familiar crown at 2 o'clock. But don't mistake this for a straight-up reboot. Motorola looks to be aiming for something a bit smarter. You can see the device in the images in this video. Back in 2014, the original Moto 360 made waves as the first round smartwatch to run Android Wear. It looked different, it felt different, and for a moment it set the tone. But the tech wasn't quite there. That flat tire screen cut into the clean look, and the second generation release in 2015 didn't do enough to keep things going. By 2017, Motorola had stepped away from the smartwatches entirely. Fast forward to 2019 and the Moto 360 was back, but not quite. This version was licensed out to a Canadian firm called eBuy now. The build quality was decent with stainless steel and sapphire glass, and it ran on Snapdragon Wear 3100. But it got lost in a sea of similar-looking Wear OS watches and didn't leave much of a mark. Now we're staring at a fresh Moto 360, reportedly set to drop sometime this year. The latest leaks spotted by Android headlines show a watch that leans into that original round silhouette. It keeps the crown and has a second button underneath, and could come up in 5 colors. That alone hints at more focus on personal style and maybe even swappable parts. Where it gets more interesting is the software. Motorola has been dabbling with RTOS on other models like the Moto Watch Fit. This new 360 might continue down that path, or it might go full Wear OS. Or, like OnePlus recently did with the Watch 3, it might try both. That hybrid setup allows for a smoother balance between battery life and performance, something that's becoming more common across the board. The renders show a watch that feels very Wear OS, but nothing official yet. Motorola hasn't confirmed what software it's running or even whether it's building this device themselves. Another licensing deal like before is still on the table. As for features, we don't have the specs just yet. No info on sensors, display size or fitness tracking, just these images. The 2019 version had enough for its time, but by 2025 standards it'll need more than just looks. Motorola has to find a way to stand out without overcomplicating things. It doesn't need to match Samsung or Google spec for spec, but it does need to get the basics right. Fast, fluid UI, reliable health data, and battery that lasts more than a day or two. It's still early days, but this 2025 Moto 360 could turn into something more than just a nostalgia play. If Motorola manages to blend the clean design with smarter software choices, it might find its way back into the conversation. More updates coming as we learn more, so stay tuned.